Okay. Looks like I'm on. This is definitely, got it. This is definitely a impromptu live. My hair gets on everything. So let me send out the invite to people. Okay, y'all. I'm saying y'all. Nobody even knew I was gonna do this. Definitely a. All right. Y'all have to bear with me because, like I said, I did not think I was doing this, and then I always get like lost when I start to do this. But I feel like, you know what? Why not? It's Christmas time. Like, why not? And I'm sure people are up making cookies and whatever else they have to make for Christmas or whatever. So, you know, baking and stuff. So I figure I'll keep y'all company for a little bit, you know, and just like see what, you know, like we'll just enjoy. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Let me put it on Twitter, but I'll probably be just doing this for myself. Somebody liked it, so somebody else is watching this because I didn't like. Oh, hey Kenya, hey, bear with me. I'm just sending a little bit more invites to people, but oh, I'm so excited now. Hold on. And if you have to go, like I get it, I totally get it, right? But like, you know what I mean? I did not expect Jesus Christmas. Oh, hey Kenya. All right. Let me just share it on Twitter. It's not even gonna show. Like nobody's gonna come. Hold on. All right, but whatever, right? Like even whatever. We're just 3 are watching. All right, y'all. Let me get serious with it then. Let me get serious. Hold on. That's a lot of nerve. Let me get serious with it. All right. What is this? All right, y'all. So anyway, I wanted to come. Oh, Billy's on. Hey, Billy. Oh, Merry Christmas. Oh my gosh, it's a party. So like I have my hat on and you know, I was like, let me just do this thing. Let me just go live tonight. Like I wasn't sure if I was gonna do it. So that's why I didn't put I usually do the whole announcement or whatever, but I just was like, whatever, I'm gonna go with it. The hat's not gonna stay on too long. I have like a really big head, y'all. So anywho, so all right. So listen, we're just gonna have fun. We're just gonna wing it, right? So why don't we first start off with like some old Christmas commercials just to kind of get us started. All right. And then we'll talk a little bit about like political stuff or whatever. But let's start with some old Christmas commercials just to get us in the mood for Christmas. Okay. All right. Because it's Christmas time. So hold on. I have to put my volume back up. I don't even have a drink. All right, let's see what this one's about. Y'all probably like, are you good?
A big shout out to Tony Great of Retro.
All right, I know.
You get 7 chances to win big. So be sure to enter America's only sweepstakes with my picture. It could make you super rich. $10 million rich. Don't miss out. Enter
look at
today.
Man.
Butterball made Thanksgiving delicious. So for the holidays, enjoy another deep-basted Butterball turkey. Every slice is juicy.
It's very juicy. It's a Butterball.
Fresh or frozen, it's been the perfect holiday recipe for over 30 years.
I'm trying to get in the mood.
This holiday,
Look at our commercial.
save an arm and a leg with Pam. Pam knows
Glow-Stick cooking spray makes baking a whole lot easier. Pam, because how you cook is as important as what you
We're not
cook.
gonna do this whole night, y'all, but
What's this? Bunny slippers?
Of all the last-minute gifts you can buy, one's appreciated more than all the rest.
Wow.
McDonald's gift certificates.
Thanks, Mom.
remember gift certificate?
McDonald's.
The cold that pains you most at night isn't
Or like
yours.
that's
It's your
80s. I
child.
don't remember all the 80s commercials. Let me see what they got for like. They don't have 90s commercials. All right, bet. Let's check out a 90s commercial, and then I'm gonna talk about like Christmas stuff. Or, you know, oh, look at
When
that.
you have a taste for the holidays, you want a soft drink that tastes like the holidays. You want the crisp, clean choice that's everyone's favorite icebreaker. 7-Up, the Uncola. Because you never know who might drop in.
I remember this commercial.
Stop by the Winter Wonderland for holiday savings on all 7-Up products. And make the season bright.
You're asleep.
Finally. Just going to load this CD.
Billy, do you remember any of these commercials? Are you still on?
Loading CD-ROM into Windows.
Type device equals C:\DOS.
Wait. Okay. Where do I find that?
Where do you find what? Type edit A:\\.
Edit a colon?
No, edit A:\. A:\.
A colon.
The letter A.
You do not have enough conventional memory free.
This commercial boring.
There are 27 callers ahead of us.
If you're looking for a multimedia computer that actually works,
Maybe we got the wrong installation program.
Maybe we got the wrong computer.
there's really only one way to go.
The Mac, the Apple. Ain't that your favorite?
Did you save the receipt?
All right, let's look at one more commercial. Then we're gonna look at some stuff that happened today.
Wouldn't it be great if you could
No,
get everybody's
this is
Christmas
even a
gift at the
commercial.
same
They
place?
ain't corny, 'cause-
Maybe you can. I'll let you in on a little secret. The Holiday Gift Center at Blockbuster. After all, everybody
here's
has a
one.
favorite movie.
Here's the staple one. Remember the snow belts? I remember this when I was a little
Nothing
girl.
melts away the cold
Come
like a
on.
delicious hot bowl of Campbell's soup.
And then the little boy was hyped.
Still no snow, huh?
That's so sad. I remember
bet I
Christmas.
can make it snow.
Like, so, all right, we'll stop this share and let's just talk real quick about Christmas. Used to I don't know, like everything is so different nowadays, but like I remember the cheesy commercials, like, you know, just waiting up for Christmas, like for midnight to open up the gifts, family, everybody around. Like, I just remember all that. Like, Christmas is my favorite, especially when I was in elementary school, because then we would do stuff like bake gingerbread cookies in school, and we would like decorate cookies and stuff, you know, like it just, I don't know, like, I mean, I have plans for Christmas, so I'm not saying that I'm not doing anything and it's just really, really not the same. It's just crazy how the world is just simply not the same. But I'm not here to, you know, get sad about it. But I just wanted to go through and look at some of these like old commercials or whatever. So just enjoying like the night. I had an impromptu day off, so I decided, let me just go ahead and go live. I feel like I'm talking to myself a little bit in this camera, but that's never stopped me before. So anyway, so why don't we get into a little bit about what's been going on? You know, we did have some current events, couple current events take place that we can talk about. And then I'll go back and look at some more Christmas stuff or whatever. And then we'll just keep talking some more. We'll see how long this goes tonight. We'll see what happens. Okay. So I'll go back and share the screen. I was going on Twitter to remind me of what, hold on a second. Oh, yeah. I already know that when I shared my live on Twitter that it wasn't gonna show anything. So everybody's ranting about something. So, oh wow, yes, Tory Lanez apparently was found guilty of shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. This is his dad going off. Let's hear him.
Will crumble. I will in the LAPD's office. Tell me how there's no fingerprints. My God Almighty, I call heaven and earth to be a record today. That Rock Nation, you will crumble. I am an apostle of God. That's right. And you will know who I am. That's right. Say that, man. Come on, man. I feel that, bro.
So if y'all don't know the Tory Lanez and Megan the Stallion story. Apparently, so I'm trying to remember it too, that there was something that happened in a limo or something. Tory Lanez and Megan the Stallion were arguing, but her best friend was there. A lot of people think it was her best friend that shot her, but her best friend was there. And they were actually arguing, and let's see what Twitter has to say about it, because I have to be reminded of this stuff. I didn't think Tory Lanez was going to get found guilty because apparently his fingerprints are not on the weapon. And then apparently the girls had they had gunshot residue on them, but he didn't. So that is kind of odd, but I don't know. So somebody named Tony Tone, she said, too many people ridiculed Megan. They attempted to justify their bullying with the truth will come out in court. Well, the truth is out. Based on the testimony and evidence, Tory Lanez has been found guilty. Will people be as loud with their apologies as they were with their belittling? So, here's the thing about court. I don't, like I said, I don't remember the whole story, but I do not think he shot that girl. I still don't. And here's the thing about, court, it is just a funny thing. Like, sometimes you get found guilty and you're not guilty. I don't know. Let's see. And of course, females are gonna go and they're gonna, back up Megan Thee Stallion automatically. I'd have to see the full story to see what happened. Maybe we could look it up and just watch it together and talk about it. Megan Thee Stallion deserves more than justice served in Tory Lanez's case. She deserves culture, media landscape that doesn't demonize Black women. You see what I'm saying? It goes straight to that. That he doesn't demonize Black women lives, safety, and voices. We all need to understand that psychosocial wounds are just as harmful as physical wounds. Let's just go ahead and look up this. I don't know why Twitter's up here twice. This Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation, because now I need to know the story a little bit so I can report on that, because where's TMZ? I just feel like we could use the AP. So it says, okay, LA jury convicts Tory Lanez of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. In a courtroom that turned chaotic after a trial that seethed with tension. Is my context. A Los Angeles jury found rapper Tory Lanez guilty of 3 felonies in 2020 shooting of hip-hop star Megan Thee Stallion. The attack left her wounded with bullet fragments in her feet. Lanez's conviction could send him to prison for more than 20 years. Amazing. So, all right. Lanez, who was put in handcuffs, was led to jail while wearing powder pink coat with matching pants, showed no visible reaction as the verdict was read. But moments later, all right, so they talk about the dad was going off. Peterson then pointed out 2 prosecutors. And okay, so Peterson then, so that's his dad, Peterson, Son Star Peterson, pointed out the 2 prosecutors and yelled, you two are evil, wicked people. You know exactly what you did. With considerable effort, deputies wrestled him from the courtroom where he shouted in the hallway. I'm just trying to see. All right. Jurors also agreed that there were aggravating factors in the attack, meaning Lanez could face up to 22 years in prison and deportation when is sentenced, on January 25th. Tory Lanez apparently is a Canadian rapper. Okay. 3 young children. All right, so they tell you the people who were there. I'm trying to see if they talk about, Megan Thee Stallion, whose legal name is Megan Pete, testified during the trial that Lanez fired a handgun at the back of her feet and shouted for her to dance. Sorry. And shouted for her to dance as she walked away from an SUV in which they had been riding in the Hollywood Hills in the summer of 2022. She said the 2 had gotten into a dispute that became especially heated when she started insulting his music. She needed surgery to remove the bullet fragments from her feet. After the verdict, her lawyer Alex Spiro said the jury got it right. Okay. The shooting set off a storm of cultural issues and arguments that peaked during a trial, including reluctance of Black victims to speak to police. Oh my God. The protection of Black women, gender politics in hip hop, and online toxicity. In closing arguments, prosecutors emphasized the courage it took for Megan to come forward and the vitriol of the 27-year-old face for it. So all right, they told her she had courage. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna go back here and we're gonna look for, because Megan Thee Stallion had an interview with, what's the name? I think it was Robin, because you always gotta hold on. Was it with Gayle King? I lost some people on the drum. That's all right. All right, let's look at this real quick. How many minutes is? Let's look at a little bit of this.
Just briefly walk us through what happened that night. It starts, you're at a party at Kylie Jenner's house.
I had went there and we were just hanging out, and I was ready to go because I had been there all day.
So you guys end up in a car. You, Tory Lanez, your friend at the time, Kelsey, and his driver / security. Tory Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, is a Grammy-nominated rapper and singer from Canada. Kelsey Harris was one of Megan Thee Stallion's best friends from Houston. There was an argument and you get out of the car, right?
At that point, the argument wasn't even with me. Like, the argument was with the two people in the backseat. So I asked the driver to pull the car over, like, I'm done with this. And I should have stayed out of the car. Like, I should have not got back in the car. And they was like, Megan, just get back in the car.
So apparently the argument, I think, was about something about that her friend slept with Tory Lanez or something. And like he was putting her out there. And there's another view of the argument is that they're saying that the girls were arguing over Tory Lanez. I am coming to the game mad late with this, but I was like, I do kind of want to talk about it.
Almost there, like, just get back in. So I get back in the car. It's like it's getting worse.
The arguing in the car.
The arguing in the car is getting worse, and I don't want to be in this car no more. Like, because I see it's getting crazy. So I get out the car, and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance, and he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, he shot a couple of times.
So I'm gonna need to know, like, how did we go from, I know what y'all are thinking. I know, well, whoever watches this later or whatever, like, I know it's like, oh, you just got to believe what you hear. You know, that's fine. And if that's the story, then that's the story. But it's like everything happened so fast. I got out the car and all I heard was dance B. Like, how did we get from, there was an argument, I got out and then I had to dance. Like, I don't understand it. I'm sorry. I don't understand that, but all right.
And I
so
was
is
so
he
scared.
in the car shooting from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window, shooting. And I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick, like, because I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before.
I don't know how people can talk and not cry, like can cry and not have tears. I'm sorry. I am very cynical about a lot of things. So, but
and I looked down at my feet because I wasn't even, the adrenaline is pumping so hard. I'm not sure if he hit me. Like, I feel it, but I don't understand what's happening. So I look down at my feet and I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm really bleeding. So I like drop down and I crawl in somebody's driveway. Like, I can't believe you shot me.
And what is he saying, Tory Lanez saying?
He's
after
apologizing. He's, I'm so sorry. please don't tell nobody. I'll give y'all $1 million if y'all don't say nothing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you offering me money right now? Help me. Like, and if you sorry, just help me. Like,
but at that moment,
we didn't even make it to the house. Like, somebody had already called the police, and it was like so many of them. It was helicopters. I was like, oh my God, we all about to die. Like, the George Floyd incident had just happened. The police are definitely very much shoot first, ask questions.
For real though, like, well, I can't tell a person how to feel. Okay, but like, okay, it's always back to man. It's just George Floyd, you know what I mean? And then I guess we're not allowed to like go there when the person says George Floyd. But for me, it's like, what, like George Floyd is not on my mind. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I get shot by somebody, like I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, I have to call the cops and George Floyd. And I'm not thinking about these people. Like, I'm thinking about like, oh my God, I'm about to die. I'm bleeding to death. Like, I need help. I have to call 911. Like, that's what I'm thinking about. Like, I have to call 911. I'm bleeding to death. I'm not thinking about George Floyd. I'm not thinking about Harriet Tubman. I'm not thinking about none of that. Like, I bring up Harriet Tubman because, you know, we had Cory Booker one day who said that he thought about Harriet Tubman when he got jumped. I don't understand these thoughts. To me, I'm like, I don't want to die. That's my thinking, but whatever, you know, hey, that's how she felt. George Floyd. Okay.
After. So I'm like, it's a hot gun in the car. I'm bleeding. I've been shot. They about to kill somebody. Like, something bad is about to happen.
So somebody hears the gunshots, they call the police. The police come and they say what to you?
They tell everybody to get out the car.
TMZ obtained video from that night.
And you could see the footage of me in the swimsuit, limping backwards, feet bleeding.
Now that's sad.
And they say to you,
now that is sad. Now that's sad. I do feel like her getting shot is definitely like not to be played with. Like, I don't know how that's really sad.
What happened here?
I don't remember everything they said to me, but I remember them asking me what's happening, what happened to you. And I didn't want them to kill any of us or shoot any of us. So I just said I stepped on glass because I didn't.
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say he shot me?
I didn't. For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us because I didn't want them to kill us. Like, even though this person just did this to me, my first reaction still was to try to save us. Like, I didn't want to see anybody die. So I just said, I stepped on glass. So when I see people trying to use that against me, like trying to act like I'm lying, oh, she stepped on glass, she never got shot. I'm the one who said I stepped on glass. I was lying to protect all of us.
That is, and I'm sorry. Again, I don't know. These people are built different. Like, they are. Again, I have a laugh. I'm not, you know what? No more disclaimers. No disclaimers. These people are built different. Yo, if I get shot, I'm not gonna be like, I stepped on glass. Like, if anything, I might be like, I don't know where the bullet came from. I got shot, but I got shot. It's very clear that I didn't just step on glass. I got shot. And if you got shot a certain way, like, no glass is gonna make like the feeling of what happened to you. So I'm saying I got shot.
Sometimes I wish I really would have never said that.
You wish you would have just told the truth.
I wish I would have told the truth, but if it saved all of us from dying, then that's just probably what it was.
Come on, all right.
Was meant to be.
So when you told the police you stepped on glass, did they believe you?
I don't know.
So how did you go from the glass? Did you go to the hospital?
So they took me straight to the hospital, and the police questioned me, and I said it was just glass.
You still stuck with that story?
I stuck with it. It was glass. And right as the officers was like, okay, we done with this, we leaving, the doctor came in and he was like, you know, you got bullets in both of your feet. Like, you got fragments in this foot, and it's like,
so right glass isn't doing that. All right. So even trying to lie about it, it's like, glass isn't doing that, you know?
Back of your Achilles. And I'm like,
there is a medical report that says that there were bullets, that you had been shot. And the medical report also says that to this day you still have bullet fragments in
my
foot.
feet.
And there are still many people, as we sit here today, Megan, that don't even believe you were shot.
There's a hot gun in the car.
Yeah.
What else? What happened?
In text messages obtained by CBS News, Kelsey Harris, the other woman in the car, texted Megan's security guard saying, "Help, Tory shot Meg."
I really thought that we were all friends. And sometimes I feel like I put the blame on myself because when my mom passed, I just felt like I was looking for some type of family environment, and I was letting so many people in, and I didn't care who it was. I just wanted to feel like I got family and I got people that care about me, and just I could hang out with everybody, and I was just going through it.
What was the nature of your relationship with Tory Lanez? Because he has led people to believe that it was a sexual relationship, that it was that you two were dating. What was the nature?
We were not dating. We were really close. We were friends. We hung out like every day. And his mom passed too. So when I felt like we were bonding over that. And
did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Did you, Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship.
Yes, you did. What? Yo, I never watched this interview before. Like, what? Yes, you did. What you mean? Girl, wait, first, what happened to all the crying? Like, and then, oh my God, this is hilarious.
With Tory.
So why do you think he's putting out?
And then this lady, Gail, she doesn't even be like, girl, come on. Now, it took you a minute to answer that question now. See, they don't ask questions anymore. They just listen and that's it.
The story that the two of you had a relationship and that you're making the whole thing up.
I think that he is trying to deflect from the fact that he committed a crime.
Tory Lanez pleaded not guilty to assault and weapons charges related to the shooting. We asked his attorney about Megan's allegations in this story. She responded that they look forward to addressing Ms. Pete's claims, including her inconsistencies, discrepancies, and omissions when his case goes to trial later this year. How has your life changed since you were shot?
Okay.
I feel like my anxiety is worse. I feel like my relationship with people it's gotten very cold because I'm not as trusting as I used to be.
I was going to ask you, is it hard for you to trust people?
Like, I've got this wall and I don't want to make any friends, and I'm trying to be as nice as I can to everybody. New people, I probably don't even hold a conversation longer than 30 minutes because I feel like every time I'm talking, I'm like on the verge of tears, and I don't want to have to explain to strangers why I'm crying.
Yeah.
Half the time I just want to pick up the phone and call my.
These interviews be so corny nowadays. They do. Back in the 90s, like, you know what I'm saying? They would have like grilled her a little bit harder. And I hate to sound so quote mean, but that's what journalism is. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I would have just asked more questions, like, you know, I don't know, but whatever. The guy got found guilty. So I guess, I guess he's guilty if that's what they say, but I wasn't there. I just feel like there's more to the story. I feel like it's a silly story. Like the minute somebody pulled out a gun, I would have ran. I don't know. It's like, because we go from 1 minute there was no gun to then the next minute dance B. I don't know. So anyway, so that is a current event that happened today. Tory Lanez got found guilty. So, and of course, Black women are it's falling for the top. They're like, everybody's like making jokes, of course. Hold on. When you won prison talent show last year, but then you hear it, so it's not funny. This is why I hate the internet. Like, oh my God. Oh God. Yeah. So there's that. All right. So we are going ahead talking about a little bit more stuff. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to keep this live going, but I feel like I need some of y'all to be here with me, but okay. All right. Usually I'm like I said, I'm more prepared, but whatever. It's Christmas night. I'm trying to have a little entertainment for y'all. Here's a new one. Here's another one. Sean Penn, it's time to send the unjabbed citizens to jail. Like, I'm not even gonna, like, in what world, like, is that even normal? Like, what has happened to our America when people talk like this? Like, who are these people? First of all, nobody care what you got to say. Sean Penn goes to every country and tells whatever story he wants to tell, and then just like is revered as some hero. This guy went to Haiti and then like talked about like all this quote help that he gave to Haiti or whatever. Like, whatever. Like, that doesn't make you all of a sudden, you know, the arbiter of truth or this. We're gonna ask Sean Penn what to do with the citizens. Like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Furthermore, then he goes to Ukraine and the Ukrainian, you know, the citizens are doing a great job over there or whatever. Like, it's just lie after lie after lie. Nobody asked. Okay. Thank you, Billy. I'm just talking, like, because like I said, I'm usually more prepared. Thanks for telling me to relax too, because normally, like, I haven't been on camera in a while. I was live the other day, but like I haven't been on camera in a little bit. Started a new job and then trying to get everything situated with that. But yeah, like, bye, Sean Penn. Nobody cares what you think, Sean Penn. Nobody cares. Like, when these Hollywood people, like, they kill me. Let me check my notifications. Going back to bookmarks. So we already talked about Tory Lanez. But hold on, let me see what this guy had.
Tory did not react. He stood motionless, staring forward the entire time. They polled the jurors to make sure that what everybody was saying was in fact guilty. They went through 1, 2, 3, 4.
He was always going to get found guilty. There was no way they were going to find him not guilty because he's a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't there for it, but there's stuff about this case that doesn't sit well with me. So if you guys didn't hear, the government approved the $1.7 trillion spending bill. Merry Christmas. Nothing in there is for you. Everything in there is for everybody else but you. They couldn't even find money for Medicaid. People are going to lose their Medicaid. But, you know, of course, Ukraine, we got money for Ukraine. And the Pentagon received like $858 billion or something like that. Like, half of the spending bill went to the Pentagon. So military industrial complex. But guys, this is Chip Roy going off about it. So
for Ukraine, package it on a 1.7 trillion. Have we had a full debate on Ukraine? Or did we take $45 billion of funding for Ukraine, package it on a $1.7 trillion bill, invite the president of Ukraine to address this body for theatrics heading out for Christmas in order to jam through a big spending Democrat priority bill that the American people resoundingly rejected in November? For 70 years, this body, when we've had a transfer of power in the Senate, we have not done this in a lame duck. Yet that's what my Democrat colleagues are doing. Mm-hmm. There are consequences to this. You can't go out and talk about inflation and talk about what the American people are feeling right now when they're trying to fill up their tanks with gas. They're trying to have presents for their families. They're trying to pay their bills. Mm-hmm. And then come here and dump hundreds of billions of dollars into the economy while the Fed's raising interest.
I knew that was going to happen. That happens all the time. Hold on, y'all.
Ukraine, and come here and dump hundreds of billions of dollars into the economy while the Fed's raising interest rates and people can't afford to buy homes and they can't live, and say you're doing the people's work. My colleagues on the other side of the aisle, night before last, were apoplectic that Mike Lee was daring to challenge the idea that we should have a bill that literally prohibits Border Patrol from securing the border.
So did you hear that? In the bill, they